Well, hello everybody. Welcome to a conscious decision. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but I don't even care. I will read you the description of the game. You are a wisp of consciousness in Jane's mind. Uncover the details of her past. Make choices make choices in the present and play until you attain a happy future. Alright, so apparently there's 6 different endings, and I like choice games and I like games with endings, so let's play. I'm always okay. Explore cerebral cortex, part of the brain in charge of perception, thought, voluntary movement, and language, or part of the brain responsible for processing emotions like fear. I will go with the cerebral cortex. Thank you very much. Okay, explore. Occipital cortex associated with vision, hearing, movement. Oh, no, with vision. Okay. Looking through Jane's eyes, you see a sea of miniature buildings in the expanse beneath you, framed by a golden sunset. You can't help but admire the beautiful scene before your eyes. Okay. You hear wind rushing by. Probably somewhere high up. Okay. You are in full control of Jane's motor cortex. What would you like her to do? It would be prudent to explore Jane's circumstances before jumping to a hasty action, though. Stava, just stay still. Prudent choice. Let us go on. Nah, what's happening if I take a stab? Do I kill myself? Nothing happens. Again, nothing happens. What are you and Jane doing up here anyway? Next thing you know, you see the scenery rushing upward in a blur, the ground racing up to meet you. You hear a crunch of flesh against the ground. Then darkness. Eternal darkness. Jane is dead, you are dead. But a wisp of consciousness. Were you even alive in the first place? Bad end one. Okay, yeah, I figured. Yeah, okay, so wait the shit. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I can stay still. Okay. Okay. Is that even normal? Shouldn't there be some sort of fear in everybody? Fear of heights, fear of big open skies, fear of death. Maybe there's some sort of hidden fear somewhere. What do? Trigger damage and attempt to find Jane's hidden fear, do nothing. I'm gonna trigger the thing. A storm of black sword chaos is released and closes in on all sides. You're trapped and face imminent annihilation. Hurry, what do? I don't know. Medical stuff. I don't even know what serotonin is. A breeze of serotonin wafts in, blows away the black storm clouds of terror, and wends its way to Jane's cortex. You feel bliss and sense. Jane stepped backwards, away from the edge of the building. Well done, my little wisp of consciousness. You have saved her life. But only this
Well
once. We'll
done,
save her the
my
next time,
little
and the
wisp of
next time, and the
consciousness.
time after that.
You have saved her life,
Bittersweet
but
end. Okay.
only this once. Who will save her the next time, and the next time, and the time after that?
Okay. What do? I'm gonna do nothing this time. It's really blank and quiet. Something is wrong, but you don't know what. You want to leave immediately. Okay. You see many tendrils of memory adrift, like smoke curling off a charred leaf. Remember the happiest memory. An image of Jane being hoisted on the shoulder of her teammates as she lifts a huge golden trophy lights up in her mind. Her first race, her first win. You sense Jane take a step backward away from the edge that's so close to her. Her parents are in the stands cheering for her. Her teachers are beaming at her. Another step backward. But then she remembers the divorce, the fall, The 9ZTX7JWQB2. Everything going wrong. Darkness floods into her mind, washing you, this puny speck of her consciousness, away into oblivion. And she throws herself off the
That
building.
temporary happiness was never enough to save her. I hope you realize that.
Well, you heard that yourself. Bad end too. Okay, let's recall the bad memory. The fall. Everything had started going wrong after the fall. She had been sprinting towards the finish, ready to clinch another first, when her leg buckled beneath her. The baton went sprinting through the air, out of her frantic grasp. She went crashing to the ground, silence from the crowd, silence from the doctor when she asked if she could ever compete again. Silence after she had screamed her voice hoarse. Silence, of course, from her coach and teammates. You sensed Jane take a step forward. No, actually everything had already been wrong before the fall. She just didn't realize it. She would have realized it earlier. As the number of medals had increased, so had the pain. The number of strokes of the cane on her bare claws when she couldn't beat her previous record. The jealousy of her teammates when she did. She concealed the physical scars with sports tape, the emotional ones with fake apathy. She had nightmares every night, limped through the door, crying every afternoon, but dragged herself out of bed every morning. Because as long as she could run, as long as she could feel the wind in her face and the fire in her lungs, I miss that. Well, as long as something, yeah. You sense Jane take a step forward. Now, she still has the nightmares, the cold treatment from her peers, because of course her teammates had spread nasty rumors about her. But she can never run again. There is no more passion to save her from the loneliness, the fear, the depression, the words, useless, worthless, pathetic, whispered to her mind. You can hear
And
it.
that is why
And that is why you, my little whisper of consciousness, are here to save her.
are here to save.
Uh, oh boy. Mother's words or father's words? Mother. You may not understand you. Oh, you may not understand now, Jane, but Mama wants you to live with me and be happy. I love you, Jane. I can't change your decision to stay with Papa, but know that whatever happens, you can come to me anytime. I'll always be there for you. Interlude. Turns out that Jane's father is her coach, and her mother divorced him after he started roughhousing Jane in the name of training her to be a world-class athlete. Her mother wanted to take Jane with her, but Jane refused. She thought that by living with her mother, she was being weak, unfaithful to her passion. And who else implanted that thought in her mind but her father? It's pretty good. Sprout. I'm drinking over here. Sorry. Her father had always been the harsh, unyielding one. Her mother, the patient and forgiving one. Back to the present. You sense tears pooling in Jane's eyes. The world spins as she stumbles away from the building's edge down the stairwell into her father's apartment. As she shoves her belongings into an empty suitcase, she sent a new resolve blossoming in her mind, pushing away the darkness that occupied it moments ago. Jane leaves the apartment, suitcase in one hand, unsent letters scrawled with her mother's address in the other, and heads off into the sunset to find her mother who loves her mother who has told her that it is not weak to leave behind the torment of the past for a better future.
Congratulations. You have saved Jane.
Tinky. After leaving the abusive relationship with her father for her mother's love, she slowly but surely recovers from their depression and traumatic past. The nightmares gradually cease, the cane marks fade, and emotional scars never fully heal, but she learns to cope with them, and she eventually finds herself leading a happy and peaceful existence. You too, for you are part of Jane's consciousness. Remember though that suicide is not a game. You don't get multiple tries to stop one. Happy end. Yay, happy end. Boom. There you go. How many did I say? 6 endings? Yeah, 6 endings. Okay, so I got 3 endings. And I'ma leave the other 3 for you. So yeah, it's a sad game about depression and suicide and things. So well, probably should have said that before the video, but you know, shit happens. And yeah, suicide, very serious matter. And here, if you have like suicidal thoughts or something, just go talk to somebody. That's the best thing you can do, I guess. A friend or family or someone that's close to you. I don't know. I don't know you. You're a stranger, but whoever. And yeah, there you go. A conscious, conscious decision. I think it's conscious. A conscious decision. A very chill game. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next time. Why the fuck did I say in the next time? I don't know. My English is all over the place today. But see you later. Bye bye.